Welcome back to the Atlas Sidewalk Sale. We are playing 20 questions with
Claudia Astorquiza. I am from Robert Oster Inc., representing here the beautiful Australian Inc. in Chicago, Atlas Stationers.
And let's get into the questions. When I say fountain pen, what pen do you think of?
Oh, shit. Oh, I have so many. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of my favorite ones right now. In my favorite pen case, I have a Mont Blanc, and I have a couple of custom Indian pens, and I have a gorgeous, the new Jean Howe line, and I have pen BBSs. Oh, Lord, this is like choosing my, favorite child. But it's more the nibs. What are my favorite pens are the one with the broad nibs or the flex nibs or the amazingly, bouncy titanium nibs.
Okay. How did you get into pens?
Whew. Okay, back in my time, well, I remember my dad used to travel all over Asia for business, and he brought me a pen from Japan. I'm pretty sure it was a sailor, but I was like around 8 or 9 years old. Long time ago, so I cannot remember exactly the branding, but it was a sparkling purple pen, and he brought it with sparkling ink. We're talking way back in the 70s. There was no purple ink or purple fountain pens in the regular market in North America, so I felt so special at school. I was the only one with a fountain pen with purple ink, and that was my favorite pen until whatever. Until, of course, I lost it because I was a kid. And I think my first pen that I bought was a Parker Vector when I was with my own money, when I was like around 16 years old. So yeah, that's where my love started.
So your first pen when you got back into it was a Parker Vector?
Yes, with a Tweety Bird.
Oh, that's great.
I was still, a girl.
What's your current favorite daily driver?
Sorry, my daily pen?
Yeah.
Again, we're talking about the daily nibs, not the daily pen. The pen that I have on I have a Mont Blanc, I have a custom Indian pen, which of course I chose everything on the pen. So it has my own, what I call the stock, the thing that make the pens for.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The words just escape me right now.
It's day 2.
Okay. Yeah, I was drinking last night. I'm kidding. Anyway, and of course I have a couple of pen BBSs, but the nibs is what we're talking about. I love my titanium nibs, and so what is my daily driver? I guess is my custom Indian with a titanium nib, and my Mont Blanc with a triple broad, and my pen BBSs with food nibs that I customize to. So yes.
What's your favorite ink?
The question more specific for an in-person should be which blue is your favorite in which brand?
No, choose a favorite ink.
No, that's not possible. But I can tell you that I tend to favor a lot of the dark, muddy colors. And you can ask Robert, because Robert is a bright person, bright blues, bright greens, bright everything, and I'm in the darker, moody side, and he hates me for it. No, he doesn't hate me, but I've definitely exposed him to that side. So we're talking about the dark olive greens, the red bloods, like not oxygenated blood, not fresh blood, like murder scene blood.
Dark.
Yes. And Astorquiza rod is one of my favorite. Of course, it's named after me, Claudia Astorquiza, from Robert Oster. So yes, one of my favorite inks are the darker, moody side.
All right. What's your favorite brand of either pens or inks?
If we're counting about how many pens I have, which is a lot, I do have a serious selection of pen BBSs. It's just because they have so many filling systems. Oh my God, they're all over the place, and they're doing a very good job with that. Plus nibs. I have amazing nibs. I've never been a fine nib person, but they make such a wet fine nibs. They are a pleasure to play with. So if we're talking about that, pen BBS is the most I have right now.
All right. Vintage or modern?
Vintage.
Do you swatch all your inks?
Do I swatch?
All your inks?
Yes, that's the first thing you do with an ink.
Some people don't.
Oh my gosh, what's the point of finding an ink?
Are there any pens that you daily drive the same ink and pen combination, or do you always switch it up?
Oh, this is totally a Claudia thing, and of course people make fun of me about it. I love to match ink color and pen color, so that's the reason you need to have a lot of pens.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of ink, so you need to match them. And of course, people go crazy about it. Why do I have to match it? Because I love matching them. Okay, so yeah, that's what I do, but not a specific brand.
Do you keep your nib writing samples so that you know how every nib writes, or do you just know every nib and every pen?
There's no way I know every nib and every pen, but I don't keep a nib writing sample at all. I usually just grab the pen and start writing to remember what it is.
What's a pen you wish you could see in person?
I've pretty much seen everything. I've been in this business for such a long time, and I've gone to so many pen shows. I pretty much have seen everything. No. Well, have you seen those Mont Blanc Art Deco's one? We're talking about those $10,000 pens on floor. I've never seen them in person, but I googled them up and I have them on wallpapers.
Our local Mont Blanc boutique carries them.
Oh my god!
We've seen them.
I haven't seen them. I think I have a wallpaper of the angel ones or something. Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Yeah. What's your current grail?
Sorry?
What's your current grail pen?
Oh, my Grail pen. I think I have it. My triple broad Mont Blanc. But honestly, I'm definitely more in the flex nibs now.
Okay.
So I think my goal maybe will be to get one of those Spencerian, the really flexy ones that Mont Blanc released.
Yeah.
I don't know, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So yes, that will be maybe my next one.
What pen would you recommend to a beginner?
Beginners tell me, well, not beginners, somebody who's already started in the business, they say in the hobby, they say, oh, I think I did it all wrong. I bought everything I saw. And then other person will say, oh, I think I did it all wrong. I saved all my money and I only have one pen. Honestly, I think it doesn't matter how you do it. I tell the beginners, so you need to experience nibs. So it doesn't matter what you get. Try fine, try medium, try broads, try flexies, try footed, try obliques, try whatever, and then you can find exactly what you like.
Yeah.
So it's not really the pen. If you have the money to try that triple broad, Mont Blanc, something that's great. But if you don't have the money, just go for the nibs. And I used to buy the ugliest pen. Pretty much, I would look for the ugliest vintage pen just because of those amazing flexi nibs. Okay,
Yeah.
and I will take the nib out and put it in somewhere else.
What's an ink you would recommend to a beginner?
Beginners, I know they love to see a lot of the glitters and the extremely saturated high dye inks.
Yeah.
But those are a pain to clean from pens. And beginners are not usually very good at cleaning pens.
Nope.
So unless they have, a machine or something, but they're not beginners then. So I would recommend them to stick to easy to clean Robert Oster's and very easy to clean ink.
Yeah.
We're talking about traditional ones, Waterman and things like that.
Yeah.
Just stick to the easy ones. Once you get the hang of it, then go crazy, because the market out there is amazing. Every color of the rainbow is out there, and every variation and every hue of the rainbow is out there. Go play with it. I don't think ink is anymore for fountain pens. Ink is an art media. You can use it in everything. So somebody said to me, why do you have so many inks? Do you think I only put it in pens? I use it on everything.
I taught an entire class yesterday on playing with ink.
I give it to my kids. I have 3 kids. Well, they're not young, they're adults, but one of them is an artist and is a graphic artist. So she plays, she makes paintings, she makes posters, she makes everything. So yes, ink is definitely the future in art media.
What advice would you have somebody wanting to try out a fountain pen who might be intimidated by them?
I met a friend of mine a long time ago, and when he saw my fountain pen, he said, oh, I grew up with those. He grabbed it and he started writing it upside down. I'm thinking, are you sure you grew up with them? So I think people just need to know, the right position of, they should not be intimidated by pens. I will not spend serious amount of money if I'm a beginner.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I think pen, you have to be allowed to play with them. And of course, there is the one who's going to break the tines.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you're paying, you know, $20, $30, $40 just to play with a pen, it's okay.
It's
not
gonna
a big
happen.
deal. It's going to happen. But if you're going to go into the vintage nibs or the most expensive pens, then definitely you need somebody to show you the ropes.
Yeah. What filling mechanism do you think is most interesting, regardless of if you like to use it or not?
Have you seen the filling mechanism from Pen BBS? It has really creative ones. There's a magnetic one.
I have, because somebody else has said the magnetic one, and so I had to look it up to link it.
Yeah, I think I have 2 or 3 of those. Not because they're easy, because they get stuck. So then you have to open the whole thing and you have to lube it again to make sure it actually works. The magnet is in the cap. Anybody can Google this up. With the cap, you actually put it off. It's really interesting. I don't know how practical it is, but it's
fun.
extremely interesting, extremely fun. And when I saw it the first time, because I think I Googled it up and it was something that it was used 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing amazing stuff with filling mechanism, and that's interesting. But like I said, I don't know how practical it is. I do enjoy piston just because of the capacity, and it's easy to clean. Oh my God, because of the pressure, you know.
Fun doesn't have to be practical, honestly. You've talked a lot about nibs. Out of all the nib sizes, which is your absolute favorite?
Oh shoot. Okay, you're talking about sizes, because definitely my absolute favorites are flex and nibs. But if we're talking about sizes, triple broads.
I tried a triple broad for the first time yesterday.
Well, okay, I'm half Latin person. I talk with my hands. Definitely, people have said to me, I don't know if you can point on my writing. It's big. My writing is big. That's my writing. I write big. I cannot write with fine.
No,
I need a triple broad.
I use a broad. It's for my day-to-day writing.
My day-to-day would be definitely a broad, but triple broads are fun.
All right. Is there a style of nib you love or find interesting but never actually would use in day-to-day writing?
What is one? Food is I use it for fun, but you cannot use it in the bedroom because definitely it puts a lot of ink. Then you have to wait forever for it to dry, and then obviously you use like 3 lines and 1 whole page. So yeah, food are not for that.
I use them for titles.
Exactly.
Do you always use the same paper? If so, what paper?
I'm a big Tommy girl. Tomo River.
I couldn't get into it. I bought some and I hate it.
I am a little bit much older than you. I think I'm older than Mama too. You're beautiful, by the way. But I was using Tomo River way before Tommy became huge in North America. The reason is because I had a Japanese friend who was shipping Tomo River to me. So I actually organized the Toronto, I was going to say Pens and Pints in Toronto.
Yeah.
And we used to do group buys of Tomo River. And then we had we're talking about reams, like, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pages. We used to divide it and we used to create our own notebooks.
All right.
Big fan of Tomo River.
What is your least favorite ink color family?
Oh, the very neon limey greens, and Robert knows that, so he's not surprised. I like the darker colors. I cannot. They make my teeth ache when I see them. And of course, I love pink. By the way, gorgeous pink, subdued pinks. But that neon pink,
and pink ink is hard. It's hard to find a good pink ink.
Have you ever seen the Ackerman poultry pink?
No, not in person.
Well,
I've seen it online.
Okay, it's a neon pink. It's a gorgeous pink, but I don't want to see a whole page written with that thing. No. People with pink ink, you have to be careful, okay? You need to write. I mean, Robert Oster have gorgeous vintage rose pinks. Those are fine. But those neon colors, you cannot write a whole page with that. It hurts your eyes. I think it does something with your brain too, because I cannot see it.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, thanks for playing some questions.
That was funny. Thank you so much. So again, we're here at Atoll Stationer. If you are around Chicago, down the Loop, come back, say hi. Thank you.
You're welcome.